he thought you were him at first coming up. Like, yes, I'm a lefty and everything. Yeah. Now look at the face.
Gone. All right, there you go. I feel like you got that one. Just a minute. Give him the chain. Hey guys, Swingman here, back with another upload. Today what I want to talk about is one of the biggest problems I see consistently with young hitters, most hitters that I deal with, even going up into college as well as some professional athletes as well. The biggest issue that I see is guys that are developing their power off their front side rather than their back hip. When this occurs in your swing, not only are you going to lose some power, but you're going to lose your ability to adjust to pitches and also see the barrel hit the ball. Keeping our back hip strong and driving with our back side is going to help us develop power all throughout the hitting zone and also keep our head a little more still when we hit. I'm going to leave a link in the description tying into my launch angle video, which it ties into this video right here, but this is more about our in-game approach. If you ever watch a video and you're struggling hitting and you're recording yourself, pay attention to your front hip. If you see a lot of pressure pushing on the outside, which I'm going to attach some videos of the difference between the two in this video itself, that's your problem right there. And what happens is you try to get that power by pulling your front shoulder out, which is causing your head to pull off the ball, and it ties into all those one-liners that coaches like to use when they're trying to discuss what your problems are. So here's some videos. I'm gonna go in a further description of what it actually is with my swing, and I'll show you differences on days where I struggled as opposed to days where I was feeling good. The stance, rhythm, everything looks the same, but I'm gonna point out the slight difference which helps me adjust quicker into getting better at bats in the same game. So hope this helps. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks. Alright guys, so I'm going to compare two swings for you. These are both during the same game, and I'm actually doing my Barry Bonds impersonation that I was planning on, which I'll get more into towards the end of this video as far as my plans going forward. But this first swing you're going to see right here is later in the game. I don't do such a great job of staying back. And the second swing you're going to see here is when I actually do a good job of staying back, and I end up driving the ball out to right field for a double after you decide to dive for that. So here's my good one I did first. I'm going to freeze it right here. You're going to see my lower half is very aggressive. I'm almost like sitting in an even part between my front leg and my back leg with my weight, and you can see my hands are nice and close to my body, and I'm able to spin and rotate while keeping my head still, which enables me to adjust, and basically my timing is what made me pull that ball to right field. And I did a really good job. That was a 2-strike swing. He threw me an off-speed pitch, and I was able to stay through it by essentially, quote-unquote, staying back on the ball. So on the flip side, here is me later in the game. I was getting a little too ahead of myself as far as getting confident with my swing, which is fine, except I'm still working on stuff with my Barry Bonds swing. But here you could clearly see I'm ahead of the pitch just like I was the last at-bat, but you could see my legs right there. It almost looks weak. I'm not really in my swing as I would put it as far as my legs go. They're not as aggressive. It's almost like I landed very weakly, and I'm not really driving into my front side. My weight isn't sitting back like it was in that first clip, and an ultimate result, you could start to see my hands start to trail away from my body because my front shoulder is pulling out to compensate. Since I didn't get my legs settled underneath me in preparation to hit this pitch and drive it, and I was more concerned about hitting this ball hard, my legs were not planted underneath me. I didn't react to the pitch. It was almost as if my reaction was on a pitch that was mine to hit, but I was unable to adjust because of my leg position. This is a very, very common issue I see today. And even good hitters today still find themselves get into this position once in a while, but it's the great hitters that are able to make that adjustment on the next pitch. Unfortunately, this was the third strike for me, so I did strike out this at bat. But it is something that I pick out of my swing, and I make sure that I tend to that before my next at bat. As you can see here, I swing through that, and you can see where my weight is right here on the front. So I know the question is, so what do we do here? What is our adjustment? What is it that we have to focus on when we step into the box? And really the key is when we step into the box every time, we want to make sure that our backside is always prepped to open up to the ball, and we want to do that with force. So we have to have our left leg, our left hip, our left shoulder, everything in line ready to drive at the ball. Obviously, because I'm hitting left-handed, that's why I'm referring to my left side. If you're right-handed, it's your right side. But our goal is to make sure that we stay aggressive with that backside, which enables us to keep our head back behind the ball. This ties in directly with my launch angle video, which I'm going to leave a link in the description. And that's really going to help you guys stay back on the ball. Now, one good quick fix to do during an at-bat in a game, and this is something you should practice every time you step into the box, not just later in the game after you make a mistake. This is your approach. This is your setup. I tell this to guys I give lessons to all the time, that we don't want to think about our swing when we step up to the plate, but we want to do some things to remind us of key points. You can see right here, I'm stepping in with my left foot first. I look up at the pitcher, and I'm almost lining up my left shoulder, my left hip, my left knee as a reminder that that's the position and that those are the points I want to drive through the ball. So I want to emphasize that when I get in my stance here. And again, this ball right here, this is still a 2-strike count. But because I do all of these things correctly and I line myself up, my head stays back, my hips are aligned, and I'm able to explode through a pitch right here. And I get in a great launching position, and there's nothing, no lost power or movement forward causing my head to move. So again, stepping in with our back foot first and make sure everything is ready to drive and everything's going to stay aggressive before I even set up in my stance. And I really caught this ball well, and I don't know where that pimp job came from, but it felt good, so I thought I should turn the opposite direction, I guess. But with our swings, we could always do these little things to help remind us of what we got to do in the box. But we still want to focus on getting a good pitch to hit and putting a good swing on it. So for those of you guys wondering what's going on with my Barry Bonds swing with an update, I did play in my first, 4 games as my Barry Bonds impersonation. And I was seeing the ball well. I was comfortable in the box, but my timing was off. Yeah, the toe tap, the hitch, all those things were all new to me. And I had all good intentions of working on it and getting into it. However, I wasn't really putting up great numbers. The team I play on, we're a winning team that I hit cleanup for. So it is fun to work on. However, I haven't had the chance to take enough batting practice to get my timing down. And I'm going to have to hang it up for a little bit with my Bond swing. If I could get some more practice with it, I'll definitely bring it back. But for now, I have to go back to my swing because I do want to help the team win. And I want to make sure I'm knocking in runs when I should. So I apologize to those guys wondering if it's going to work. I really want to see if it does work out, if it's something that could be a new way of teaching. But just like anything else, it's pointless if you don't get enough practice. And I tell my lessons that all the time. You know, I could teach you the right way to swing, but I'm realistically only a small portion of your success because the rest of it comes with proper practice and repetition, which that I have not gotten enough of when it comes to revamping my entire swing. But it is fun. It is fun working on something else. I really did enjoy it. It's completely different, and something else for me to look forward to every day as far as swinging a bat. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching my video. I hope this helps. Again, this is just a problem I see with hitters consistently. So if you are having trouble seeing the ball, reacting, staying back, quote unquote, on pitches, this should help you in that aspect. As far as drills go, definitely check out my launch angle video. I'm going to post a link in the description underneath. It's on my channel. It's got great drills for you guys with a further explanation of getting our head and our body behind the ball and teaching ourselves the proper position to strike a baseball. If you guys aren't a subscriber to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Smash that like button too. If you like this video, I hope it helped. But other than that, I will be posting some more videos coming up soon. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep hitting them hard.